thank you so much, Steph, for taking the time out to just have a quick chat with me. Just wanted to ask you about your experiences of doing the DSD with us. What were you feeling when you arrived at the dive centre?
I was really nervous, but also excited, but mostly nervous because I'd done snorkeling before, and I'm a really avid swimmer. I absolutely love to swim, but I've never done scuba. And I was nervous about sort of like breathing underwater, and also I was nervous about going into the dive pool because I'm scared of deep water, and I genuinely thought that it was going to be like a super deep dive pool, like the ones that you see on like Nat Geo and stuff, and it's just like a chasm,
yeah.
like with a little ledge, which obviously was not the case. But I was nervous in the run up to it. Also excited because I knew I was going to be in good hands with you guys, and because I was excited to try something new as well. To begin with, you took me through sort of the kit, how it worked, the different components of it, which really helped me understand sort of what I was like strapping onto my back. And sort of you taught me how to use the reg, which is the breathing apparatus. I found it quite easy to breathe in, but breathing out through the reg was really difficult for me. Mm-hmm. And kind of to the extent that for the first couple of minutes, I just thought like, oh my God, this is not for me. And once I'd flagged to you that was an issue, you really took a lot of time and care to like talk me through it. And we did lots of practice breathing on the surface.
Breathing day to day is something you do automatically, isn't it? So
yeah.
Having that thing where you suddenly have to be conscious of your breath.
Yeah.
Was there anything that freaked you out or worried you whilst you were doing the session?
Yeah, so for me, sort of clearing the mask was another big like stumbling block, because I'd previously been taught how to do it when I was snorkeling when I was a child and never enjoyed it. Like I hated the idea of there being water around my nose. So obviously when you're snorkeling, you're on the surface. So I would just take the mask off and sort of tip it out and then put it back on. So when you sort of showed me how to do it and you broke the seal around your eyes so that the mask would fill with a little bit of water, and then taught me how to like tip my head back and like blow water through the mask. So blow air through the mask. I was immediately like, red flag. Like I'd just gotten over the breathing and now I've got this to do. But again, like we practiced that enough that I was like, oh, actually I do know how to do it. I just have to stay calm while I'm doing it. Yeah, because it is so easy to freak out when there is water around your nose and you can't breathe. You know you can't breathe in through it and you have to breathe through the reg anyway.
What was the most fun part?
So I really just enjoyed like swimming around with you guys at the bottom of the pool. And you know, you always make me laugh anyway. So there's a lot of laughing and therefore a lot of mask clearing.
Yeah.
And you know, there are like some little toys at the bottom of the pool and we were trying to sort of throw them to each other and it wasn't working.
Yeah.
So I think what's really great is that once you guys have taught, you know, like the basic skills and being comfortable with the water and being underwater, like the rest of it is just sort of mucking about and just sort of, you know, having fun.
Can you sum it up in 3 words? 3 words to describe it to someone who's never done it before. What would you say?
Yes. So I would say, first of all, it's really fun. It's just an absolute whale of a time. And secondly, I would say that it's really exhilarating. So I was like totally pumped afterwards. I felt really confident and I was like really proud of myself for taking on like a new skill. And then like lastly, I'd say it is challenging because it does push you outside of your comfort zone and outside of sort of like the boundaries that we're all living in, especially with COVID. Like I spent literally all my time like in the living room or in my room. So it's sort of difficult to feel like you're actually being challenged on a day-to-day basis. So that was like just great. It was overall such a rewarding experience.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Steph. We really hope to see you underwater again soon because you did such a good job. So normally you'd say the only way is up, but for you, the only way is down under the sea.